Now I'm trying to get a high school or a college involved, their orchestra, to get involved in this production. If I
Wow.
can pitch, to a high school to make it a project, a school project for them to go to a huge studio and record, one of the records, why not do that? So that's like something that I'm really looking into. So it's gonna take time to get, this plan together. But um
Okay, one more time to the
yeah,
camera. Vinny's high schools, musical schools.
yeah.
Let them know.
If any high schools, college, any musician out there has a band and you would like to be part of not only this huge record or this huge composition of work, Love in Spanish, too, not only is it gonna come with obviously working in big studios with us, but breaking it down to you guys, I'm performing at the House of Blues um in October, September 21st, John. September 21st, we will be performing in October 21st. We'll be performing at the House of Blues, Houston, and it's gonna be the first show of many to come from that show. So what we want to do is we want to put a big live band together, big orchestra, whatever it is that you have that's musically inclined. Please reach out to me, Alexsoy aquí presente, Alexsoy Music on all platforms, and let's make it bigger than what it is. It's all about putting the community together. I like to believe that if you could just be the connection between people, you can put yourself in a great position.
Nice.
Yes,
So
sir.
schools, reach out,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be a great experience for your whatever year you are graduating to have
Come on
that
now.
type of project. It'll
Let's
be
go.
amazing. Okay, let's talk about the things that you came here to because you're doing a tour,
Right.
La Culpa tour, and you
Yes.
have Cuban Diva on that song. It's actually her song,
Right.
but you
Right.
were
Right.
featured
Right.
on the
Yeah. Yeah.
song.
Feature on the
How
song.
was it that you find her? I know
Yep.
y'all met in Houston. Y'all were
That's
in the
right.
studio.
Yes, sir.
So y'all got connected. But where did you hear the song? I know you're on IG, you hear things sometimes, you're like, hey, let me
Mm-hmm.
master it. But how
Right.
did that come
So
about?
that came about. I was promoted Love in Spanish one. Right.
Mm-hmm.
My project was actually about to be coming out within 1 week. The first time I ever met Cuban Diva. I met her through Ghetto. He's one of the hosts at the Hip Hop Live review.
Yes.
Hip Hop Live Show review, and he heard one of my songs. He heard Cali, where I talk about females and OnlyFans, and it's like a spicy little cool song, right?
Spicy song.
So he heard that and he was like, man, like come to the show, and so I met Cuban Diva at the show. We vibed, it was a great vibe. They actually took me and my producer Santana out to get like tacos that night. Her and Anthony. And so they show me the record and it's a great record, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that's my vibe, that's exactly what I do. So they actually planned everything together. We went to a Mission Control Studios and recorded our verses. And then we went to Bruce. Shout out to I mix Bruce Bang. So on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. Um, Shout out to him. He mixed down the record perfectly. It wasn't my record, so I didn't have the opportunity to necessarily work on it. It's Cuban's record, and honestly, she knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
She knows how to get these records out. So I gave her full control of my vocals, which is I never do that.
How do you feel to let go?
It was great, man. To be
Because you
honest,
knew that she knew what
she's
she.
gonna take care of.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna take care of it. Bruce, man, is a great audio engineer. And so it was great. On top of that, it takes a little bit of weight on my shoulders sometimes. Working on mixing everything sometimes can get overwhelming. So sometimes a good record that I could just let somebody else that has expertise on it mix it. Good, let's go.
Yeah.
So she can. That's how that record came together, and that's such a good record, man. It's a lovely record. I really am.
Carlos, if you could plug in a little bit of the video or part of it
Yes.
whenever we get to it, because
Mm-hmm.
it's a lovely. The video itself was a
Thank you.
challenge because
Yes.
you had something prearranged,
Right.
something fell through,
Yes,
it
sir.
wasn't able to happen, but you had to, find another
My
videographer.
man, you've been
So,
doing your homework for
so
real.
telling you, man, I don't play with this.
No, yes, sir. I love
So
that.
you finished the
Mm-hmm.
record, yeah. Flew over there,
Yeah,
videographer fell off,
yeah,
and then you had to come
yeah, yeah.
and
No,
make it
so
happen.
yeah, no. So shout out to KJ Creates because he came through. When it happens, it would have been surprising that everything was smooth. Actually, yeah, no, that's what would have been
Right.
surprising.
You know about lovely thing about Latinos or at least Mexicanos,
Mm-hmm.
Latinos in
Yeah.
general, we find a way.
Oh, we're gonna find a
We
way to get
find
it
a
done.
way.
Yeah,
One
absolutely.
one videographer cancels,
I
we'll
just,
find
I
another
just, I
one.
just start hitting up everybody. I'm pitching. One thing that I can do is I can pitch it.
And
I'm
then the
gonna
end product,
Yeah, so and sometimes it works best like that,
you know,
because it's spontaneous. It's like, so I shout out everybody that worked on that video. KJ Creates, he came through, delivered, gave me extra content to post. He believes in the record himself, obviously. So get me extra content to post. Not a lot of people are gonna do the extra work, you know.
Mm.
But I'm a believer. If you're not willing to do the extra work, you're never gonna get paid extra for what you do.
El
You know.
pilón, we call it in Mexico. Whenever
Uh-huh.
you go buy something, a kilo of something, they give you a little extra. Just a
Right,
little
right, right,
something.
right. Exactamente.
Just a little extra. You will be likely to go
Mhm.
back to them. Like, oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
let me get some of
That's
that because
right.
I know you're going to take care of me.
It's all about putting a little bit of extra
But
effort.
it's crazy because the video itself is lovely. I
Thank
liked
you.
it.
Thank
But
you.
the crazy thing that you and Cuban Diva were like, y'all were even in sync because even the alphas were just like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Everything's lining
Yeah,
up.
no, it was a great, just everything came together perfectly. And you know what's crazy about that? Like, she brought a bunch of clothes. Obviously, she wanted to be ready, but when we saw each other, like she was, changing and all that, and we're like, wow, okay, perfect. It wasn't even planned like that.
Yeah.
So it was great, man. Keeping working with Cuban Diva, one thing about it, it's great because she's gonna get the job done. Um, to be honest, I like working with female artists because they get the job done, man.
Yeah, they
They
do.
get the job done. They really know what they're doing in the sense of taking things serious. So working with Cuban Diva was great, man. I
That's
really, yeah,
amazing.
I really enjoy that. Hmm.
We have the light out, so don't worry if you see it dimmer
Oh,
down. It's getting darker here, so
all
so good.
good.
So